In electrolytic cells, we discussed that cell which convert electrical energy into chemical energy is called electrolytic cell. So in electrolytic cells, the reactions are non-spontaneous. Non-spontaneous reactions means we have to supply the electrical energy to run the electrolytic cell. Means electrical energy is converted into chemical energy in the electrolytic cell. So yesterday also we have discussed that anode in electrolytic cell is made up of positive charge, and cathode, the charge on cathode side is negative. All the things we have discussed yesterday. And we take a electrolytic tank, and electrolytic tank is made up of a non-conducting material, and non-conducting material may be glass, maybe rubber, or maybe any other thing, or many sorry, or other substance. And electrolytic solutions is filled in the electrolytic cells, and the electrolytic solution is actually the solution of a ionic compound. So electrolytic solutions may be of two types. The first electrolytic solutions is molten electrolytic solutions, and second type of electrolytic solutions is aqueous electrolytic solution. So in molten electrolytic solutions, the electrolytes are present in the form of their liquid state, while in um, electrolytic solutions, aqueous electrolytic solutions, the electrolytic are dissolved first in the water, then they are filled in the electrolytic cell. Yesterday we have also discussed that cations have positive charge, and cations present in the electrolytic solutions move towards the cathode, because cathode is negative charge electrode. So C plus accept one electrons from the cathode and convert into C. What is C and A? C and A here actually electrolyte, and C and A are the cation and anion present in the electrolyte. C and A are the cations and anions present in the electrolytic solutions. Similarly, anions present in electrolyte solution, suppose that is A negative, go to the anode, and anode is positive terminal, so negative charge will go to the positive terminal, and they discharge when the anions reach at the anode side and give their electron to the uh, anode plate and discharge themselves. So these are the structures of electrolytic cells. Now we are going to discuss. Yesterday we have discussed that factors on which the product of electrolytic or electrolytes or product of electrode depends. What are the factors on which the electro products are depend? First factor is nature of electrolyte. The nature of electrolyte is very important, on which the product are dependent. The electrolytes are, suppose the electrolytes are strong, we should take electrolyte in strong electrolyte. Strong electrolytes are NaCl, MgCl2, and AlCl3. All are strong electrolytes. The second point, important point, medium of electrolyte. The medium of electrolyte may be we can take in molten form and in aqueous form also. Next, C point in very important, concentration of the electrolyte. Concentration of electrolyte means there if we make aqueous electrolytic solution, if we make aqueous electrolytic solutions, then the aqueous electrolytic solutions are of two types. First is concentrated electrolytic solutions and dilute electrolytic solutions. In concentrated electrolytic solutions, we take saturated solutions of electrolyte, and in diluted form, we take a large amount of water in the electrolytic solution and form an electrolytic solution. Next, D point, nature of the electrolyte. It is also very important in the electrolytic cell, nature of the electrolyte. So there are two type of electrolyte on the basis of their nature. First is inert electrolyte. Electrolyte do not participate in the reactions in electrolytic cells. Second type of electrodes Second type of electrode. Here nature of electrode, you have to write here nature of electrode. So there are two type of electrode. First is inert electrode, and second type of electrode are active electrode. See, these are the electrode, and the electrodes may be made up of platinum, maybe graphite, and maybe other substance. See, platinum and graphite are inert electrode. They do not participate in the cell reaction. They do not participate in this cell reaction, while the other uh, electrodes like copper, silver, they participate in the cell reactions. So on the basis of nature of electrode, there are two type of electrode. First is inert electrode, and second type of electrodes are active electrode. Active electrode, example copper, zinc, aluminum, copper, zinc, iron, silver, all are example of active electrode. And the inert electrodes are graphite, platinum, and mercury. These three type of electrodes we can take as inert electrode. I think this point is clear to all of you. Next, and very important point, rule for product formation during the electrolysis. When we set up the electrolytic cell in this manner, and uh, when we give the electrical current in to the input to the electrolytic cell, then uh, electrolysis process starts. So in electrolysis, the electrodes in the electrolytic, so in when when we give the electrical current to the this electrolytic cell, then the electrolytic solutions filled in the electrolytic cells, ions are present. We know ions are present, and the ions decompose in anions and cations. Then anion and cations goes to the opposite charge electrode. They goes to the opposite charge electrode. So first, uh, how to write the product formation when we start electrolysis process. So first we have to write that, first we have to assume that inert electrode means platinum electrode is given, unless it mentioned in the question. Unless it is not mentioned that the type of electrode, which type of electrodes are there in the question, we have to assume that the electrodes are प्लेटिनम इलेक्ट्रोड. जब भी हमें क्वेश्चन में इलेक्ट्रोड नहीं दिया हो तो हमें क्या मानना है बच्चों, द इलेक्ट्रोड कौन सा लिया हुआ है, प्लेटिनम का इलेक्ट्रोड लिया हुआ, और प्लेटिनम का इलेक्ट्रोड कैसा होता है, इनर्ट इलेक्ट्रोड होता है. Next, second point we have to remember in our mind while writing the product in electrolysis process. First we have to try to write anode reaction first. We have to write anode reactions. Third, in case of active electrode, if active electrode is taken, then all reactions will stop, and only electrode itself, that means active electrode themselves, start oxidizing and reducing. It is very important point we will discuss in the chapter by giving the examples. So case first, what are the products in electrolytic cell when molten electrolytes are taken? When we take molten electrolytes means electrolytes are present in their liquid phase. Molten electrolytes means electrolytes are present in their liquid phase, are called molten electrolytes. Okay, so this is the case first. In case first, the electrolytes are taken in the molten state. This is the electrolytic cell electrolysis of molten NaCl with platinum electrode. The electrodes are taken. These are the platinum electrode, and platinum is inert electrode. We have discussed earlier. So this is the electrolysis process of platinum electrode. When we electrolyze the molten NaCl, then what we get at anode side and what we get at cathode side. See, Here in electrolytic cell, cathode is negative charge terminal and anode is positive charge terminal. In electrolytic cell, anode is positive charge terminal while cathode is negative charge terminal. When we set up this electrolytic cell and fill the molten NaCl in this electrolytic tank, then electrolysis process start. This is the cell reaction. And what is molten NaCl? Molten NaCl means liquid form of NaCl. We know NaCl is found in solid form. When we heat up the NaCl solutions at about 800 degrees Celsius, when we heat the NaCl solutions more than 800 degrees Celsius, then NaCl convert into its liquid form. So it is called the molten NaCl. So reactions, this is the cell, this is the overall reaction NaCl. When NaCl dissociate, it gives Na plus ion and Cl negative ion. It cannot, what happen at anode when the electrolysis process start? Anode means oxidation. Anode means oxidation. So we can write in a simple manner to by heart to memorize what will happen at anode. So anode means PaO, PaO. बड़ा पाव वाली वो जो पाव है ना, ये पाव. Pao means positive anode oxidation. P means positive, A means anode, and O means oxidation. This is the a trick to remember how we can represent an anode and what happen at anode. So anode will be positive, and oxidation will happen. Oxidation occurs at anode side. So at anode is positive terminal. So at positive terminal, negative charge will move towards the positive terminal. So positive terminal, negative charge will go. So chloride ion, Cl negative ions go to the anode side. Cl negative ions go to the Cl negative ions go to the this anode side, and Cl has charge, negative charge. It oxidize, and oxidize means it gives the electrons to the anode plate and oxidize and convert into chlorine gas. And this chlorine gas will bubbled out by at the surface of or the nearby the surface of the anode. At cathode, what happen? At cathode, sodium plus ion. Sodium ion are positive charge ion. They reduce when they go to the cathode, and cathode is negative charge. Cathode is negative charge terminal. And at cathode, sodium ions gives their they receive electrons at the cathode side and convert into sodium. See, in the electrolytic cells, the chloride ion gives to the their electrons to this anode plate. Then anode plate, the electrons move by in this manner. Electrons move. These are the movements of electron. This is the movement of electron, and the electrons will come here. This is the negative charge plate, and sodium accept electron at cathode side and convert into sodium. So at cathode side we get sodium metal, and at anode side we get chlorine gas. These are the product of molten NaCl, electrolysis of molten NaCl when platinum electrode is taken. When platinum electrode is taken, then the product at anode and cathode. At anode we get chlorine gas, and at cathode we get sodium metal. And trick, this is the second trick to remember what will happen at cathode. CNCR. NC means negative cathode reaction, N means negative, C means cathode, and R means reduction. NCR, negative cathode reduction. And at anode, PaO, positive anode oxidation. So by this trick you can easily remember what oxidation or reduction will happen at anode and cathode, and what are the charges of anode and cathode in the electrolytic cell. Now these points are clear to all of you. Next, second example, electrolysis of molten MgBr2 with platinum electrode. This is the second example based on the first example itself. जो first example हमने पढ़ा है NaCl का electrolysis, उसी टाइप का हम second example पढ़ रहे हैं बच्चों. electrolysis of molten MgBr2 magnesium bromide. When we take molten magnesium bromide and take a platinum electrode and electrolysis process so during in the electrolysis process, this is the cell reaction. Magnesium bromide, MgBr2 means magnesium bromide, gives ion, magnesium ion and bromide ion, magnesium ion and bromide ion. So what happen at cathode side and what happen at anode? What happen at cathode side and what happen at anode side? Okay, the product of MgBr2. So MgBr convert into magnesium ion and bromide ion. So reactions at anode. What happen at anode? At anode, we know anode means POW. Anode means POW. Positive anode oxidation. Positive anode oxidation. So oxidation will happen at anode side. So in oxidation, the bromide ion release its electron and convert into bromine gas. This is the Br2 means bromine gas. We get bromine gas at anode side, and reaction at cathode, magnesium cathode means NCR. NCR means cathode means NCR का मतलब होगा national, sorry, NCR means negative cathode reduction. NCR means negative cathode reduction. So at cathode side it is negative charge, and it and magnesium go to the cathode side and accept electrons and convert into magnesium metal. This is the magnesium metal, the solid form metal we get at cathode side. So these examples are clear to all of you. Now we move the third example, electrolysis of molten aluminum chloride when platinum electrodes are taken. So what happens when we take platinum electrode and start the electrolysis process? Then what happens? See again, this electrolytic cell, in this electrolytic cells, in the place of NaCl we have to fill aluminum chloride. Now we have to fill aluminum chloride in the same electrolytic cell and place two electrodes. First electrode, both the electrodes are made up of the same element, that is platinum electrode, and platinum electrodes are inert electrode. The inert electrode, and they do not participate in the cell reaction. They do not participate in the cell reaction. So in aluminum chloride, this is the third, AlCl3 aluminum chloride. When platinum electrodes are taken, then what happen in aluminum chloride? This is the cell reaction. Aluminum decompose and aluminum ion and chloride ion. So what happen at anode side? Anode means POW. You have to remember POW. Again, POW. Positive anode oxidation. Anode will be positive and oxidation will process at anode side. So at positive side, negative charge will go. Negative charge are chloride ion. So chloride ion go to the anode side. So two chloride ion gives their two electrons, convert into chlorine. Now we require six chloride ion to neutralize the aluminum charge. 6 chloride ion we need to neutralize the aluminum plus 3 ion. So 6 chloride ion gives 6 electron. 6 chloride ion release 6 electron, and these 6 electrons will accepted by the aluminum ion, and aluminum convert into aluminum plus 3 ion convert into aluminum solid. So at cathode side we get aluminum as a solid form, and at anode side we get chlorine in the form of gas. So this point is also clear to you. Next we proceed case number 2, product of electrolysis when aqueous electrolytes are taken in the